Caramel craze. Yeah.
How many screen you can share here on the Zoom, Zeus? All right, let me see. Let me know if everybody able to see. My screen.
Not yet.
Caramel craze.
What about now?
Yeah, you can see it now.
Okay. Where is it? Okay, so first, everybody actually familiar with active trader on Thinkorswim in a scale of 1 to 3. Where are you guys at?
Probably 1.
1?
Yeah, like I trade it, but I don't really know how to use like to see the charts and stuff.
What do you see right now on the screen? Do you see the
The Discord. We see the Discord.
Oh, you see
Yeah.
the Discord. Okay. All right, there you go.
Okay, now it's Thinkorswim.
Okay, Thinkorswim.
Yeah.
Let me move this. I don't use Zoom, so
Yeah. So you guys are lucky using Thinkorswim.
all right. So first, let's see where we'll go from here. So I normally do. I do have total of 4 different boxes on my active trader. Okay, so everybody knows how to set an active trader. Yes or no? Like if you log into your computer and then you go to active trader. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's just pretend this is only one. There you go.
How do you get there?
How do you get there?
Maybe you just want to start like from the beginning, you know?
Yes, I can do that. Well, if I log in, it's automatically it goes to my settings. So let me see. So
What if you open like a brand new layout?
Open brand new?
Like a brand new like layout, and then that way you can like start fresh building your platform how you want it.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
You can get to active trader just from that little side tab on any window in TOS. Like on the right side of your screen, it says active trader vertically.
To go in up to this screen right here.
Right. I think that's what she's asking.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My iPad, so I'm not sure if that's like making it a problem or.
Oh yeah. So
are you using the desktop version or like an app?
Oh, it has to be a desktop. Oh, my laptop sucks. Damn it. Sorry,
Someone
guys.
said you can't get active trader on the iPad. So
Back, you're Batman.
Okay.
So that everybody able to go up to this screen here.
I'll just watch.
yeah, I'm just watching as well.
Yeah.
Let me see if I'm able to share 2 different screens. Give me a sec. It's only one screen. You can't share 2 different screens. So the first on the top left here, this is all basically your account, your buying power, how much money you have, all that, and then the account is right here. I do have total of 4 different accounts with Thinkorswim. I do have Roth IRA in there as well. So the first thing I guess, if you're gonna trade options, me personally, I like to split into a minimum onto two different boxes. So on the right under the on-demand. So this is, you can do as many if you want, but let's do two. The reason being two is I can do anticipating on the call and the put. So whichever, price action, I need to go based on the price action. So and from there, let's just example, give me example is SPY today. Let me see SPY today. Just say my what you call it, my level channel is between 374 and 378. And then on the downside, I was looking for a 372 put for tomorrow expiration. So to go into that direction, you're going to go up to here in that box right there. So hang on a second. So before we go there, we're going to go put this one in two different color. Hang on a second. So that symbol link right there, you're going to left click, and then you're going to put any color you want. So I'm going to go yellow and red. We're going to get rid of that chart, and you're going to go to active trader. So back to that again, on the left side, it's up to you guys. You can do, always call on the left side, and on the right side, you can set as a put. On the right side, it's up to you, but I don't mix up all this. So I do have my own setup. I normally have 4 different boxes. So the top is the call, the bottom is put. But this is just for the showing you guys. We'll go from there. So first here, you're gonna put SPY. This is the ticker SPY. So once you're done with that, you want to go to trade. Do it one more time. SPY, enter. Okay, so once you press enter, right here on the screen, it shows you all the strike price, expirations, all that good stuff. On the left side here, it says calls. On the right side, it says put. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if we're looking at, we try to set up on the left side is the put, and I'm looking for a 372 put. It's going to expire tomorrow. You can look at for tomorrow expirations, which is right here. And then, so this right here is the strike price. Okay. Again, the left side is call, the right side is put. So you're going to go to 372. Where was it? So 372 puts right here. Okay. Everybody see that? So you're going to right click on that. It's going to go drop down, buy, sell, all this good stuff. I can explain all this, but we're just going to go to set it up as of now. Go all the way to that say send SPY, all that right there. And then you're going to send it to the left side. It was yellow, right?
Yes.
So we're going to send it to yellow. So I'm going to click on their yellow, right? And we're going to go back to the chart. So now you're going to see right here on the top, instead of only SPY, it changed to SPY 220624. That means it's the year, the month, and the date. Okay. The P means put, and then 372 is the strike price. All right.
Okay.
So this is here is the price. Again, the option is time 100. So when you see 0.75, that means times 100, so $75. On the right side here, this is the seller, this is the buyer. You see exactly how many, the volume, how many people looking to buy 372 puts they expire tomorrow, and how many people try to buy. And this is if it's a live this thing's moving pretty fast. And Thinkorswim, when you click, for example, if just you click one of these, let's just say right now the price actions or the price on this 372 put is $75. If you try to wait until a little bit cheaper, you can actually put a buy limit. You can click on 68, but it's not going to get filled right away. Yeah. However, if you want to get filled right away, on the top here you can buy market instantly. As soon as you click, it's within point some second you get it. You fill in at the same time, basically. Okay. And one thing that I need you guys to remember, make sure you press the click on the auto send, because if you don't press the auto send when you try to buy, you have to confirm that something that pops up is going to pop, and basically, are you sure it wants to buy this, yes or no? So that's just if you're scalping that, you could potentially lose your time to fill in or try to sell. So click on there and auto send, and then this is basically do the day instead of good to cancel. So this is only good for a day if you have sell limit or sell buy. Only the day basically up to 2 o'clock my time, so is 4 o'clock East Coast until the market closes, basically. So good to cancel. Some of this actually able to, if you are buying share and whatnot, there it goes up to the extended hours. When you guys try to set this up, make sure you put it onto quantity that you want it. The the default quantity is 10. So be careful. Make sure you change it quantity as you wish. So now you can actually move these if you want. Move it to the side here. You can kind of like that. It's basically the same. Click auto send right there. Now, if you're gonna set this up to buy, you're gonna redo the step that I showed you earlier. So you're gonna go to SPY, go to scan, and then with expiration, and then send it to the color whichever you set it up. Any questions so far? Let's just say you want to do Apple for now. Apple now, for example, Apple. So you're gonna go to trade. Let's say you want to do next week. So you can press July 1st right there, and you see the strike price all the July 1st. Let's say now, I'm looking at 140 call for July 1st. So you're gonna right click. Remember, the left side is call, the right side is puts.
Refrigerator. There's Capri Sun.
So you right click on there and you're going to send it to whichever. Now we'll try to pretend we're going to send it to red. Let's see. You send it to red. You press chart. Now this one is no longer SPY. If you see here, AAPL 2207, which is July 1st. C means call, 140.
Let's go.
Strike price.
You want to try?
Okay. Any questions?
No, so far okay.
So go back to there, and then I'm gonna set the other one onto yellow. So now this is Apple 137 put. This is Apple for a 140 call. So this way I don't actually buy, today I'm just gonna buy call or something like that. No, we're going to trade what you see. So we have to ready to go, and then make sure again that it says show stand. That's the default. Make sure you set it up however you just to get ready on that. So when the price action hits the level that you want it, you can just click on there. Wait for when I scalp. Sometime it takes less. When I think it's last year, it's less than 2 minutes. Albert, myself, we literally sometime even less than 1 minute. So you just buy market and sell market pretty quick. So this is how you set it up. But my setup itself, I normally have 4 of them. This one here, I set it the same thing here, but instead of the active trader, I do the chart. So get rid of the active trader.
So the girls always sleep on the bed. Grandma G said that bed is so comfortable. Well, you know that bed. That's your bed.
Good.
I can go over my setup in a minute if you guys
She always keeps the air back.
That would be good, Zeus, so they can see 2 different setups. So here how do you get rid of this volume? Hang on a second. I don't use volume.
You go to the gear icon and then go to options. And then, yeah, right there. Yep.
So this here is the 137 put for Apple. On the right side is basically the chart for the actual the price of that on that options. So if you take a look at let me see. So on the right side here, 225 represent 225, obviously. So I'm looking at the over here too. Sometime I have not play any ticker except indexes by an SPX. Lately, it's a lot of them are SPX. You're gonna see it's really good. What you call it? Supply and demand, where all the sellers sitting and where all the buyers sitting. So you can able to see there. So normally I wait until that price action. It's easier for me to actually explain when we would do a live trading with you guys. But this is how I set up my active trader. So this one is going to be .aapl. Oh, this is how you actually you don't have to go click on the trade or whatnot. If you know the ticker and you know the expirations and the strike price, you can actually write it. Make sure you use the .aapl, and then it gives you the option right there. 220701, and I want to buy call. We'll do 140 call. So 140 call, 140 right there. Get rid of the chart, and you go to active trader.
Yes, ma'am.
So now this is how I normally trade. I have the put and I have the call ready, and the actual price for this 140 call is right next to it. Any questions?
Yeah. When you're picking a strike, like, how do you decide?
Okay, that's a really good question. Let me change this screen real quick. Multiple participants. No. How do you change screen here, Zeus?
I think you go back to share screen.
Well, any question in regards to active trader?
Oh, it's for me.
Oh yeah, he wanted to know how to set a trailing stop in the chat.
Trailing stop?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tony.
I think you can do it right here. I have never used a trailing stop. If you hang on a second, when you do a trailing stop, did you actually monitor your trade, or you actually leave your screen? while you work, or what's the reasoning of the trailing stop?
We'll see. It's Tommy in the chat. See if
Oh,
he
I just
responds.
used it, or I heard of it because I work 9 to 5, so it's like
Okay,
it's hard for me to
okay.
like monitor it.
Yeah, that's makes sense.
Yeah, and I don't have a computer at work, so I'm literally just looking at my phone, so I don't know when to like put my stop losses.
Got you. So actually, the good thing, if you for example, here, if you're gonna do a sell limit and stuff, and then you have an open chart, it show you exactly where the level are on the on your chart, not here. So if you're gonna press here to say you buy at 225, and then you can't monitor your trade, and you know what, I'm gonna sell it at 240. When you press the 240, you're gonna see a sell limit on your actual chart, Apple chart on there, but potentially maybe in hang on, how much is right now on Apple? Let's see. Maybe potentially, at this price here at 240, the price action has to hit about 139.2 or something like that, and you're gonna see exactly the sell limit on your Apple chart. Just, do you know how to share multiple screen or no?
I think you go down on the little Zoom thing where it says share screen, and I think
You're asking me? Sorry.
Zeus. Let's see. Let me. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
So I do have 3 different screen. My left side is all the active trader. My middle one is all the indexes, and on the right is Apple or any other one. So if someone had asked me, how do you? What was the question again?
Training stop.
How do you choose your contract? I think.
So the trailing stop.
Oh yeah, the trailing stop too. Yeah.
I got to go back to.
I think someone asked earlier how to choose a strike.
If you're on your phone, you just have to go to trail stop where it
There,
says limit.
yeah. If you talking about the phone, or are you talking about the active trader?
I think they're talking about the phone.
I use Active Trader, but I guess my question is like, does it just
Like stop?
it
No.
follows a price though, right? Because if it goes up higher, it'll chill or stop you at a higher price, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So, and the trailing stop, it gives you options to at what just say every let's say $10. If it goes, if it goes $10 up or down, how do you say that? Hang on a second.
Yeah, you can set it percentage wise or point based.
Point based. There you go. That point based. Point based. So if it drops $10, automatically it's going to sell your. That's your cut loss right there.
And I can do that via phone too?
Yeah, you can.
You can do it on the phone too. Yes. So when you try to close positions, let's see. Give you example.
You could go there if you go on your phone right now.
Yeah. Give me a sec. Yeah, because I just look at the screen like, holy crap, it's going down, and then I gotta sell. I have like a certain amount where I'm willing to lose per contract. But today was just a messy day.
So when you click the
okay,
when you click your trade, right on the bottom, it should show a close position.
Yes.
So you can click on there. The red, the parenthesis, I guess, right on that, right on the parenthesis says limit.
Yes.
You can click to the right twice.
Oh, stop.
No, the stop. Yeah, the stop or
Stop limit.
There's a trail stop.
No, trail stop. Yeah.
The trail stop is the good one. The reason is to say, let's just say you already profit right now, right? Just say you already profit. You already make $50, and the trail stop, you're gonna set it at 0.10, $10, for example, right? So if it's still going up, so the trail stop keep going higher. So you already profited at $50. The price action going higher. Now you profit at $60, and then you profit at $70. As soon as it hits, it drops $60, it will sell it right away.
Oh, so 0.10 is like $10?
Yeah, times 100.
Correct. Yes. So that's the trail stop. So if it goes up, it's not going to sell it until it loses the value of $10. It will sell it.
And it's the same thing. If it's 50, but then it's like 0.20, then once it hits 70, it stops.
Say again.
The opposite. Once it hit 30, if it's at 50, once it hit 30, it would sell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but then if it keeps on going higher, then it keeps on going higher, or how does that work?
Exactly.
That is correct.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, thanks, guys.
For sure.
That is correct.
Oh, okay.
I have never,
Wait, can you do that math again? I'm a little stoned right now, so
you better share, bro.
So how do I do the calculations again?
Like if you have it at 0.1,
yeah,
it's $10. So say you're up $50 and your trail stops 0.1. Once it gets to 40, it's gonna automatically sell. But if it keeps going up, it'll never sell it till it drops $10.
So is that based off your profit or the
profit, right?
Hey, based on the value. If it loses a value $10, it'll sell it right away.
Okay, so it depends on what time you set it up to, right? Like if you're up $50 and then you set a stop loss of 0.10.
It's not stop loss, though. It's trail stop.
Or I mean trail stop loss. So it depends on when you actually set it up then too.
Well, if you set it up as soon as you got into the trade, if you ever went down that $10, if the value ever went down, it would sell it
right away, right?
Yeah, it would immediately sell it.
But what do you do if you're up $50?
You could not set a sell order. You could wait till you're in profit and then sell it. And then set a trail stop.
Trail stop, in truth, is good when you already green.
Yeah.
Oh, you only do it when you're in green, you said?
Yeah, you can set a regular stop when you first make the trade.
Like you're already green and you don't want the.
So it's basically like I don't want to lose $10 more on my profit. So
correct.
Okay. Thank you guys.
That's a trail stop. Yeah, but I've never used the trail stop.
Okay, well, I think because my phone. So I think for myself at work, a trail stop would be good for me because sometimes I look back and I'm like, what the hell happened? It just takes.
Yeah, I've been fucked that way so many times.
Yes.
And it happens so fast. First, it's like 126, and all of a sudden, like 125.4. It's like what? 124.6 or whatever. I'm like, what? Okay.
Yep.
I guess I'm gonna go over my setup, if that's cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I think I gotta reclaim host real quick, so I'll do that. All right. You guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. There you go. So this is my setup right here.
Holy.
Look kind of weird. Okay. My setup is like I'm watching the 1 hour right here. I got the 15-minute chart, 5-minute, the 3-minute chart right here, and the 1-minute chart. So, and you guys don't have to get crazy like this, but I can go over how my setup looks. From the start, we can I can show you some pretty cool little tips and stuff on if you guys use the Thinkorswim. on desktop. So we'll just go ahead and reset everything real quick.
And do you normally just focus on like one or two at once, right?
Yeah,
Or
that's
do you?
it. Yeah. So basically on this monitor right here, so I have 3 monitors.
Mhm.
On this specific monitor, I'm watching one thing. So let's say like Amazon. Um, I'm watching it on the hourly time frame here, watching it on the 15 minute, the 5 minute, 3 minute, 1 minute. So all these are the same ticker. It's
Oh my
just
god.
I'm able to dissect the price. So like right here, I noticed that there was a like a rising wedge pattern.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's the one we were playing today. No, we were playing a bigger one right here.
Oh, so crazy.
Yeah, so what I like to do is I watch the higher time frame right here, higher time frame patterns, pretty much to gauge what direction I want to play in. And using the smaller time frame to actually get into a position. So I use like the 3 minute right here or the 1 minute chart to find little scout patterns. Like in this case, there was a bull flag right here. We actually played this descending triangle earlier today. So I'll be using these charts to find an entry. So yeah, this main monitor is I'm watching like one ticker here only. I have another one where I'm watching SPY. This is the window right here. That's what it looks like on my other monitor. I'm watching SPY on the 5 minute here, the 1 minute. Watching SH, which is the inverse of SPY. As you can see, SPY here was doing a rising wedge pattern. When it broke out, it was breaking out of this fallen wedge pattern on SH. Right here, it was forming a bull flag while it was forming a bear flag on SPY. Same breakout area. So I have a SPY and the inverse of SPY next to each other. On my other monitor, I have this set up like this. Pretty much. It's like how Ron was just going over. With sending the contract to the active trader. So with the active trader, you're able to actually place orders with one click of a button. You're able to sell them. You're able to set your stop loss with a click of a button. Right here, let's say we want to buy some SPY calls or something. You type in SPY. You look for the expiration date. You look at the strike you want. If you want some calls, you're gonna look at whatever calls you want. I'm looking at the say that these right here, the 382s. You can just send them over to this window, and you're able to see the actual contract movement. So each contract has their own chart, their own candlesticks. It's pretty much like its own ticker, and you're able to actually
That's okay. You silly.
I'm gonna mute whoever, or can you mute yourself, whoever has that background noise going. So I'm actually able to use the option contract chart to find an entry,
Everyone is up to the
good
right
entry.
now.
So like right here, you'll see that this 5-3 entry, there's a good resistance. This would have been a nice entry to get in on these SPY calls. They ran up from 0.5 all the way to 1.
That's
It's a
why this
100% move.
show, this cop, he like befriends all these bad guys and then screws like, how can you do that, bro?
Yeah, SPY popped off today. I was shocked.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I was not expecting that.
I freaked out. I was like, you know what? I don't think it can go higher. So I just like sold for like small profit. But then I'm like, fuck.
Damn, yeah. So yeah, using these option contract charts is pretty nice. If you compare it with the actual SPY movement. So I'll bring up this one right here. Okay.
Yo,
So
Zues,
Oh,
I remember you saying this, and it actually works. I started implementing it using the options price and the actual stock price beside each other, and they actually correlate with each other.
bro,
It's
yeah,
pretty blunt.
this shit's
Yeah,
crazy, bro, right?
yeah, that's proper. Because you could actually see and get in and see how much your shit moved up. You know?
Yeah,
Yes.
so like in these calls, for example, right here, if you look at the option chart right here, I'm just gonna maximize this cell right here. I'm trying to find a better option contract that I'll say we'll use like the 376, like 376. So if you look at the SPY right here, I'm gonna remove the studies and the highlights. And the studies is fine. Okay, if we were just to compare the price action of these call contracts with the actual stock chart, so this is SPY, and this is the contract chart right here. You can see that SPY, this specific contract, these 376 calls opened up around 360, and they're bouncing around between 253 and $400 a piece. So $250 a piece to 400. Pretty much when SPY was bouncing around here. So this pattern is actually this right here. And then you can see that SPY started to sell off, so these contracts right here started to lose value. Pretty much doing the same thing as SPY right here. Bear flag. You don't wanna get in these calls when this shit's dropping. So like right here, like towards the end of the day, once we actually started doing some bullish, patterns, we got a bull flag here. We got that same bull flag here on this 376 contract. So these contracts right here, when it was bull flagging here, the actual contract was bull flagging as well. You could have found the entry right here at this 198 level, $200 a piece, or when they were at $200, and they ran up. They ran up here to 273.
Good, babe.
So using these option contract charts, you're actually able to find a good entry and set a good stop loss. So right here, I use a mental stop. I don't use like a set stop loss. I like to set my stop like around here. If you get in at about $200 a piece, say your stop loss is around 187.
And they slide there.
So that's how I have it. I'm looking at the ticker here on the main screen, and on my other monitor I have
The options contract.
yeah, I have the option contract and I have the option chain. So pretty much like this with active trader. So I'm able to actually place my order right here on this ladder with one click. So if I'm just watching this and I want to place an order here,
Shit is so quick, bro.
yeah, I could just buy here. I could just click here like buy limit,
Yeah.
in. Or if I want to set a stop loss, down here, I can just go all the way down here.
Wow,
Over on there.
that's sick.
how did you set up that the stop loss and stuff compared to Ron's one?
So this is more like a just a stop loss. It's not a trailing stop. It's more like once you're in a position,
Mm-hmm.
you can just see where it says stop loss. You click on the red area.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to make sure it says sell stop, because if you're too close, it'll say limit, and if you sell limit, like if you're within that spread, it's gonna sell it. At a lower price than you want to. You're gonna think you're trying to set a stop loss, but you're accidentally gonna sell it for a lower price.
Oh.
So make sure it's a stop, and then once you click on it, it'll just float like that. It's not gonna right now the market's closed, so it's saying it's canceling me. But once you set it, it's just gonna float. It's just gonna be sitting right there like that, saying sell stop right on that level. This little bubble right here is just gonna stay there, and then once price goes under, you know, then it's gonna pretty much sell you. Yeah, sell you out. So wherever you want to set it here, I like using the chart to figure out where I'm setting a stop loss. So if I'm entering here around 206, let's go back to 206. So right here, let's say price, you know, the contracts are starting to go up. They're look like they're about to break this bull flag on the chart around 207. So I can just buy here. I go to buy limit. I'm in there, and then when I'm trying to set my stop loss, I can go down the chart right here. I can set it around here, so I can enter here around here, and then set a stop loss around here, around there.
I was wondering, could you do this on demand? Like practice your strategy?
You can, yes, you could do that on demand. I don't know, on demand's just a little too laggy for me, so I don't.
Yeah. It takes a while. Yeah. Okay. No, I was just wondering because Saturday, Sunday is gonna be coming up soon, so could practice that during the weekend.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. Oh yeah, so you also want to have auto send on. Have auto send on because if you don't have it on, I think this pops up. You know, it takes time. If you're scalping, look at this. This is a 1 minute chart on the actual contract chart. So, you know, I don't know. Time is very important for me at least. You don't wanna see this and then have to confirm it, send it, and then when you want to sell, I think it's the same thing. You know, if it's dumping hard on you, because when it dumps on you, it dumps on you. Right here, you can see in 3 minutes we went from 400 all the way down to about 350 in like literally 3 minutes. When you're playing SPX, it's scarier. SPX dumps hard, so you want to make sure you have auto send on. That way you could just it automatically puts you in the game. You also want to adjust, make sure your quantity right here is set up to, you know, I think I don't know what the default settings are. They're probably pretty high though. So I have mine set to like 1, 3, 5, 10, and 20. And the way you can set that up is you have to go to your main screen on Thinkorswim. Then you go to like setup, application settings, like order defaults. No, actually I don't know how to do this. I completely forgot. Yep, no, I completely forgot. I gotta figure it out. But yeah, so I mean, if you guys want to like YouTube it or something, you can figure out how to change the quantity in your active trader. Also have it I have the buy market, sell market, buy the ask, and sell the bid. So like if I really want to get into a position on it, you know, and the spreads are pretty tight, I don't mind buying the ask. So yeah, I'll buy the ask if I need to. Also have the flatten button, which I call it the panic button. If I'm in a position where I just don't know what to do, or when I first started it, I really needed it because I didn't really know what I was doing. So I would just hit the flatten button, get me out of a position real quick. It just market sells you pretty much out of that position. And then I have my P&L open. So right here, when you actually enter a trade, when you buy here, this is like highlighted, showing you that you're entered at like 306 or whatever. So this right here will be $0, and then right here will be $1, $2 up, $3 up, $4. It'll just be a ladder, pretty much just showing you how much your profit is when you're at that price. And then at the bottom, it'll show you -1, -2, -3, -4, each little step down. So it's pretty cool. Let's see, and then I'll show you guys some cool little tips on the charts right here. We're just gonna go ahead and restart this, or reset it pretty much. So I like using the flexible grid. You guys don't have to. You guys can use like the regular chart.
Out, bro.
So we'll do like SPY right here. I'll do a blank one.
Y'all better be eating. Did you eat some of them beans?
So basically, when you pull up your chart or whatever, and you want to mess with it, this is what it looks like. What I like to do is I like to remove this volume right here. The default volume is not the best volume. This is the volume I like to add. I like to add volume average. I prefer this one because of the colors, and it gives you the moving average pretty much. Shows you when volume is above average. So in order to remove the default volume, you go to this gear icon right here. You'll go to equities. Depending on what it is, if it's option chart you're looking at, you'll check this right here on volume. You'll check the show volume subgraph. If it's equities like SPY or Apple or whatever the case is, any other regular stock, just choose equities, hit this check mark right here, apply, and it removes that. So I like to get rid of that volume indicator on Thinkorswim. And I also like to remove these lines right here, these red lines, kind of an eyesore for me. So what I like to do is go to go to the gear icon again. You're gonna go to time access, and you're gonna pretty much take off these lines, show rollover lines, show expiration Fridays, show year marking lines. I don't use it. Once you check all of those off, you'll hit apply, and it takes them off. So then your charts, it's cleaner. It's easier on the eye. And then what I also like to do when you're down in the 4-hour. So there's really no setting that allows you to turn on and off the gray area, which is the pre-market and aftermarket data. And sometimes it's hard to chart with it on. So you can actually go back to this gear icon right here. So you'll hit the style menu, and there's no option to turn it on or off. But if you go to this gear icon, and then you hit go to equities again, and then you go under here where it says highlight extended hours trading session.
You're not going nowhere. Lay down.
And you click this little box with the arrow in it, and then hit apply. When you go back to style now, there's this new thing that just popped up with a option to turn it on or off. So it's gives you the option to turn off the highlighted extended hours. So when you click it, it'll look like that. So it's it makes it easier to chart, at least for me, because the gray stuff gets annoying. So that's a pretty cool little trick right there.
Do you turn that back on or do you leave it off?
I turn it on. So like during the day, when let's say I'm on the 1 minute chart, it actually depends really too. I turn it back on though. I turned it back on just so I know when the start of the day is, because sometimes like pre-market data will mix in with the start of the day and it all looks the same. Right here, you can tell this is pre-market because it's all like choppy. But if you turn it on, you're able to actually see it better. You know, this is where actually the day started. I turn it on. I think sometimes when I'm using the 1 hour or the 4 hour chart, I turn it off just so I can see the larger time frame pattern better. So when I'm on the smaller time frame, I leave it on just so I know when where we started at. Let me see if there's any other cool tricks here. Oh, this one too. So even with indicators, let's say you don't want to keep turning like removing your indicators. So we'll load the style. These are the indicators I use when I'm trading. So if you don't want to remove your indicators, I'll just turn it off real quick. Okay, make it look like how it would be if you didn't have the setting turned on yet. So you'll go to styles right here. It's not going to show anything. So you can go to this gear icon, go here where it says show studies, and you click that same little box with the arrow, hit apply. It's gonna now put it on this menu right here. Now when you hit show studies, you can turn your indicators on and off really fast, really easy. I think that was one thing I really hated about Thinkorswim at first, because I came from using TradingView. And TradingView, you know, it makes it so easy to turn off the drawings, turn them back on, the indicators, and you know, I was able to find this out with Thinkorswim. Made me love it even more. So that's another pretty cool thing to know. What else? The grid. You guys can like turn the grid off if you guys want. I like leaving the grid on. I don't know. I feel like it kind of helps me find some levels in a way. And then you know you could also add the option here too to show extended hours or not. So if you go back to equities and you check the little box right here, hit apply. You can actually turn off pre-market and post-market data. So I always leave it on though. That's it right here. Yeah, it looks kind of weird. I wouldn't recommend leaving that off though. But yeah, you guys have any other questions or any questions? Oh shit, I see the chat's blowing up.
Yeah, I seen when you first started streaming, did you right click to bring up the drawings?
Yeah, no, so okay, yeah, that's another cool feature. So yeah, I know like at the beginning, you know, you're probably using this shit right here, always having to come either here to pull up drawings, or you're either having to come to like
Yeah, that shit is
drawings.
so annoying.
Yeah, so I use a laptop, so this shit was like really tough for me. I got a wireless mouse, or just I think with any mouse, if you have a mouse that has the little scrolly ball thing, you know, the little wheel on it,
Yeah.
and if it's clickable, you click the wheel, and pretty much every time you're clicking it, you know, the tool
That's
It pops up
crazy.
everywhere. Yep.
Dude, I fucking love that shit. Holy shit.
That's what she said.
I was so fucking happy when I found that shit out. You know, you could just draw quick as fuck. Boom. Give me that. Well, You don't have
Yeah,
to.
that's huge.
Yeah, that's crazy. My head is still processing.
Is this when you're done? I'm going to show these guys about what you call it on the active trader real quick. It's something, some tools that pretty cool that they need to know.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna see if I can find one last thing real quick. And then the sidebar right here is I like to have my watch list. So right here I'm monitoring all the stocks that have high volume on the day. So right here I have it from volume descending, pretty much going down. Anything at the top here has a lot of volume. I have my squeeze watch list. But feel like if I want to find something and whatever I'm watching is not really moving. And then my current account positions here, just to monitor my positions. It'll show me my average price I'm in, the last price the contract is at, or the current price, profit loss on the day on that contract, profit loss open, and this one the percentage. So I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Do you how do you? I'll ask Ron too when he goes. But how do you pick what strike to go on?
Oh, you did ask that earlier. That was the question.
So right here, when you pull up your option chain, and this one's really fast, like this would be really fast to explain, really easy. So you pull up your option chain. What I like to do is you customize this layout, or whatever your platform is. You just want the volume and open interest to show. You want to see this pretty much.
Mhm.
So I think default settings on TOS doesn't show volume and open interest. So the way
It's
you
only
choose this,
volume. It only shows you volume.
okay, that's pretty good still. So you can gauge it. So right here, you see these 380 calls. You see the volume's 209,000.
Yeah.
I would choose that one over any of these. Look at that. Everybody's trading these. So back when these were not in the money, these are pretty high. Have pretty high volume. Let me see if I can find one. Good example. Okay, so like right here on the put side, if you were to try to go for puts, people would be like stay closer in the money. But me, I personally like going out of the money if the volume's there. So like look at these 370s all the way up here. They got 181,000 volume. Look at these 379s, these 378s. Look at the volume on these. It's like
Yeah.
nothing compared to this. Nothing compared to this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, this one. These are the contracts you want to play. You can choose any of these. It's just really up to what you can afford to play, pretty much. So all these contracts move pretty much the same. If you were to just put them side by side. So let's say right here, we're just gonna put it on 8 and 9, and you go to like 1 minute, and you go to like 1 minute. Pretty much, we're just gonna compare these two charts real quick, and then I'll let Ron take over from here. Okay, we'll just use this. We'll use 8.
Is this one screen, Zeus? Only one screen?
This is on one screen. I had to pretty much reset my whole thing. I have it all saved though. I have it saved.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about that Thinkorswim. Once you change it, it just won't go to default.
So here we have this window. This upper monitor, this upper window is it's 8 pretty much, and this one's 9, the pink one. So we're gonna compare two different contracts right here. We're gonna compare the closer in the money ones to the further out the money ones, and then we're gonna compare the the different strike prices. That it doesn't really matter what strike you choose, as long as the volume's there on the contract. So all right, we're gonna take these 377 puts. I'm gonna send these to the 8 right here. And let me remove the studies. And then I'm gonna send these 379 puts to 9. And I'm gonna remove the studies. Alright, I'm trying to look for where did we start on the day? I'm lost now. I don't know military time, so I'm trying to figure out where we at. Oh, it's Thursday today. Okay, I thought it was Friday. I'm tripping. Alright, cool. Alright, so you see these 377s right here compared to these 379s? Alright, so these 379s are closer in the money, correct? But look at the picture they're giving you. You know, right here, if you were to take this, if you were to buy puts, use puts pretty much. This little choppy pattern is this. I would rather go for the further out the money ones than these closer in the money ones because they have a lot more volume, and you can see it just based off the contract chart. You can see how full these candles are compared to this chart. Look at that. You can't even make.
What causes that?
What's up?
What causes that? Like how it does that in pre-market too?
Just a lack of volume.
Uh,
Yeah. So that's why, like, if you compare this 379 down here, if you compare the volume, it has 12,000 volume, only 12,000 volume.
yeah.
And compared to these 377s, have 105,000. That is like 10 times these, and these are closer in the money. And you would believe that. I mean, people would think that closer in the money is safer and the contracts are better. My opinion, I like further out the money with high volume. So even if you were to take these 370s, let's say these 370 puts, they're way out the money, but they have 181,000 volume. You send them the not 8 or whatever, they might have a better. I think they have a better picture than these 379s. Let me see. Yeah, look at that. You're way out the money here. 370 puts to these 379s. I would much rather put my money here, buying them at $70 a piece. And look, they ran up. They ran up to $162, more than 100%. And they're cheaper. You can buy more of these. They're further out the money. They got a lot more volume. So when I'm looking for contracts to play, I'm looking at for high volume. That's it. Pretty much these high volume and whatever I feel like playing or however much I feel like spending, you know. So like right here, it doesn't matter if you take the 377s. If you want to pay 235 a contract, go for it. Or if you want to pay $70 a contract here or whatever the case is, or right now they're at $40 a piece. If you just take these 377s or even 375s, you want to pay around $150 a contract, that's cool too. We'll send these to 9, and we can compare them. They're pretty much the same thing. You're just paying a different price.
And you would only know this via using the computer, right? So if you're just, like I said in my case, like on my phone, then
on your phone, no, you can do it on your phone. So when you pull up these option chain on your phone, I think you will have to kind of scroll to the sideways when you're on the chain to be able to look at the volume.
okay.
Yeah, so you would just pretty much go for the contract that has the most volume. So with this example, you can see these 375s versus these 370s. Both of them got good volume. You can make them out. But look, they're doing the same thing, except when the price was breaking out here, when it was $70 a piece on these contracts, they were $200 a piece. But the $200 ones ran up to $400. The $70 ones ran up to about 140. So
Yeah.
they're still both 100%. It's just really how you want to, how much you want to spend.
Mm-hmm.
So
Contract.
regardless, from here to here it was 100% movement. From here, from here to here, I think that was too short. No, they actually ran up higher. They ran up to 160, more than 100%. The cheaper ones,
Wow.
they move a lot more than the more expensive ones, in my opinion.
You're just paying for likeliness to not lose premium then at that point, right?
Like time wise, right? Time to
Pretty
get.
much, yeah. And you're just playing the same breakout as the actual chart itself, the actual like whatchamacallit, like SPY right here. What are those? Those are puts. So right here, if when SPY was doing this on the actual SPY chart, the put chart was doing the opposite, right? So you want whatever contract you're playing, you want the contract to go up. So you don't want it to go down, or else you're losing. So when it comes to playing calls, like you want let's say if it's doing a bull flag, you want the contract chart to be doing a bull flag too. But when you're playing puts, it's like inverse. So if SPY is doing a bearish pattern, the contract chart for the puts is going to be doing a bullish pattern, if that makes any sense. So right here,
sure.
you see that we're doing a rising wedge on SPY, which is bearish, but the put chart's doing a fallen wedge, which is bullish. But the same breakout area is here. If you enter at $2 a piece, $200 a piece, or $70 a piece here, you have a target here, around there. Yeah, you're hitting 100%. And then right here, you see that we bear flagged on SPY. We had a bearish setup, but the actual put chart had a bullish setup. It had a bull flag right here. That same bear flag is this bull flag. So right here, you could have entered SPY again at $90 a piece, and they ran up to about $130 a piece.
How do you know when to enter before it bulls up? Or
you're just waiting pretty much. Just
volume, maybe?
volume, yeah. So I don't know. I don't really look at volume. I look at price action. I just look at the pattern. Just pretty much like, let's say this. I would just wait to see it trying to break. Just kind of trying to time it. Just try to time when it's gonna break. But I actually try to wait for it to push. Like right here, if it would have came up here, I wouldn't get in because it never really broke through the line. But if I'm seeing it starting to push through, then yeah, I'll get in. And then my stop loss would be, you can find a good stop loss area using these charts as well. So like, I'll probably set a stop loss here, which is pretty wide for cheap contracts. That's a wide stop loss.
When you're playing out of the money too, and you said you're looking for high volume, is that because you're like following like where the big money is at?
It's pretty much you're just following where the herd, pretty much what everybody's playing. So these 379s have 12,000 volume. Nobody is trading those. It's only 12,000 contracts are being traded versus 180 over here. So you're just pretty much following, where the big money is at, pretty much where everybody is at. You look at like SPX. These far out the money, you can go way far out the money. Like when I have SPX up, I think I have like 80 showing here. Because you can go way far out the money. Like right here, you can get these 3940 calls, or even on puts. You can go all the way up here, these 3600 puts.
But you see that? The mama snitch, bro.
Is it like set by algorithms, you think? Is that why volume goes up? Because like there's banks with like algos that are buying it?
Probably. I have no clue. I don't really think into it that much. I don't know. I just play the charts. And that goes for like anything. I think we'll see. Apple too.
I'm out, boys
Oh yeah,
and
so look at
girls.
these Apple right here. So Apple, you have these 139s that are closer in the money. They're 32,000 volume, and then you compare them to this 140 calls. The 140 ones are further out the money, but they got more volume, so these would be more ideal to play. Same with the puts. Further out the money ones are way nicer. And the premiums move a lot nicer. Once they're closer in the money, they start moving really slow. But yeah, I think I'm gonna let Ron take over from here. Oh, how many touches? Let me just see if there's any questions. Time frame. What time frame do you use for day trading? I use the 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, 3 minute, and 1 minute. But all for different purposes, you know. They all kind of work together. No VWAP. I don't use VWAP. Ron does though. How many touches do you need to see? Touches. Touches is hard. I would say 3 touches or more. But sometimes you can't even tell. You know, like this one, like this bull flag is just. It's just a nice little bull flag. I don't know. There's really no way to gauge it. I mean, I guess if you want to count every little touch. No, I don't use a tape. I mean, I'm starting to try to use level 2 and time and cells more now. But Thinkorswim is not the best for it. But I just picked it back up literally a few days ago, so I'm gonna start using that more.
I was going to talk about that level 2.
Oh, level 2, cool. Yeah, price action. All right, cool. I think I'm gonna hand it off to Ron now. So let me just stop sharing my screen. And then I'm gonna make him the host again.
Yeah, we'll make it quick. I have another 15-20 minutes.
All right, cool.
So another tools that you guys can use is, I think, is pretty cool. You go to scan. This is kind of your default when you go to scan on your active trader. This is basically blank. You're not going to see any of this. So let's try from scratch, get rid of it. This is just my, I like to use this if you don't want to look at so many different tickers on what pattern and stuff like that. So you add the stock right there. You put 2 of them. The first one here, you're going to go down to volume. Volume is very important to me. I'll do anything. Let's just say above 2 million. 2 million on the volume at minimum, and then we'll go to actually it's not the change, disregard the second one. You go add filter, go to pattern, and then you select, you unselect them all, and then go. I'll just give you an example here, the falling wedge and rising wedge right there. So once you're done, check on those 2 boxes, you scan it based on those filters that you actually just put it on there. So it's just, for example, okay, it pops on the top Apple, right? So I'm going to send Apple to, I have one brown. We'll send it to brown. Hang on a second. Let me change my screen. I don't like this. Give me a second. All right, you see it? You guys able to see Apple right now? That's the brown right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did do the 2, above 2 million volume, and we selected on the falling wedge and the rising wedge. So those are just a filter. It gives you all, make it easier if you don't have a chance the night before to chart and whatnot there. So back to this again. On there actually shows 1 day and 15 minutes on the previous that we selected. So we can just follow whatever the scanner shows you. So just give a quick example. What the heck? It's going to give you overview. So this is kind of easier, you know what I mean? So those Apple give you a quick overview. Okay, so I don't have to, filter myself. The scanner, it gives you some of the sticker and filter it for you guys, depending what you guys want. And as you see on this pattern, they're ascending triangle, descending triangle, all that good stuff, double tops, triple bottoms, all that. You can select that however you guys want. And then from there, you can start, make all your level and whatnot there. So that's one. Going back to any question on that, it's just a cool stuff that I like to share with you guys on that. Let's see. We're going back to screen number 1. Now we're back to this to chart. Okay, so about the level 2, give you an example here. This is Apple July 1st 140 call. As again, if this is live, you're gonna see this price is just moving really fast, depending on the price action on the candles here. So if you press the level 2 on this window here, you press that level 2. To me, I actually sometime I use this. It's just indication onto where it's kind of demand and supply on that. So give you an example here. On the right side is basically the one that wants to sell at that price. This is the price that they want to buy. They bid on that lower price. So 203, they have 600. That's big money right there. So this is, if I would have put the price, the current price right now is at 201, and they try to sell it at 203. So it's about 2 points above that, and close to the closing bell. So approximately somewhere right here. So as you see, someone already tried to sell. If this is actually someone took that 614 contracts, more likely this is going to get rejected. So you kind of see, the rejections point right there. And then where's the bounce point on that too? So if you see it, to me, anything above 500 is a good indication that where you're going to enter and or exit your play. So that's how you use the level 2 on this particular 140 call on that. And Zeus talking about the way, out of the money. I have a different a style. When I buy something, hang on a second.
Well, I have a question about the level 2. Are those stocks like random, or are they correlated to the Apple stock?
This is Apple. Yeah, that one is Apple.
So like, does the level 2, who sets that up? Like those stocks?
So this one here, the level 2 is not the share. If you take a look at right here, is Apple July 1st 140 call. So this level 2 is just indicating all the seller and buyer for that particular contract.
All the seller, buyer for that particular contract.
Yeah, just for the 140 call expired July 1st. So this is all the sellers right here. This is all the buyers. So if you just say you're gonna play, 70 expirations, let's just give an example here. What stock do you want?
Let's do SPY.
SPY. Okay, let's do .SPY. Let's do the what strike price do you want? Let's do 220624. That means expire tomorrow. We do a call, for example, 378. Let's do 378 for example. All right, right there. Okay. So there you go. It changed. So this is changed right here. Let me do this one. SPY. So unfortunately, we can't really see what time and all of that, but what we show here is basically right before it closed.
Oh, I guess I just don't understand why are there other stock names on there
Where? Right here? Where?
on the blue. So it's
Give me
like,
a level
Those
two.
aren't like
On the
stock
level
Wait,
two,
names.
yeah.
They're not.
Oh,
stock
this is
names.
not a stock names.
It's a market.
That's the
Yeah,
market
that's the
makers.
market.
That's where they that's where they purchase.
Oh, the brokerage and all that. So they're able to sell. So
Oh,
That's
so
like
when
where
you
your
because
orders go
you
through
don't
there.
have a license, you can't just buy like a cigarette. You have to go through a different. This is not a stock.
I see. Okay, my bad.
Okay,
Makes
so
sense.
this is what was the questions. Yeah. Okay, this is the license brokerage right there. But some like right here, you see the big, 199 is pretty strong when you see some right here, 199. That would be probably around the 377-ish.
Yeah, so pretty much that
So I'm looking at of above 500. It shows you indications. So going back to the how do you choose a strike price and whatnot there? Let's see. Do that one. All right. You guys able to see SPY?
Yeah.
All right.
well, I see Apple.
Oh no, it's Apple. Yeah.
You see Apple?
Yeah.
I did get rid of the Apple. You still seeing Apple?
Yeah. It's like zoomed in.
Interesting. Hang on.
what do you guys think that Apple's gonna do tomorrow?
Dude, let me see.
Like, do you think potential 140 call or I don't know? Because usually when the market opens, it's pretty like high. Then just
Let's see.
142 calls. If it gets above 140, probably for me.
So you guys see SPY, right?
Yeah, no, I do.
All right.
I don't know. We could see Apple possibly dump tomorrow if we hold that rising wedge pattern. So remember, just like Amazon's doing the same thing. It's doing that rising wedge. I think SPY could potentially be doing. Yeah, SPY is doing the same thing. So there's a chance that we're gonna be dumping tomorrow. Yeah. So just based off that higher time frame pattern, puts are more favorable.
all right.
So with SPY today, I'm looking at the channel at 374 and 378. So at 374, this is during the trading hours. The little gray here is the aftermarket and pre-market. So this got rejected right there, right here. Okay, so these 2 days, there's correlations on the on that support level, and on the top, I'm looking at 378, somewhere right here. Let's see. Oops, that is wrong. Somewhere right there. So you're gonna do right there. 378 in this area. So I did not trade anything in that channel but I was waiting to if it gonna break either the upside or downside. But I seen some I did see earlier right there. So this is what I trade here. When it did retest and then a bear flagging, it did retest here, and then the seller is just still very strong right there. So I did enter on that, and the reason I said 372, it was because the 2 days prior to, I don't see anything right here. But the aftermarket and pre-market, it shows approximately somewhere right 372. Let's just say approximately right there. If you drag this all the way, it correlated to this. It's basically it becomes the supply and demand zone right there. So that's why I said 372. And then the reason I say 372, this is almost Friday, and when I trade something, I like to be close to the strike price, close to the in the money. The 372 is because of that. Is the rejection is right there. So if anything, I'm still able to hit good amount of delta squeeze in there, and that's the reason I personally don't like a way far out of the money, even though I have a lot of volume, unless it's still early. If we closing, it's already around 12, 1 o'clock, I'm not touching that. That's just me personally. And can you still make money? Absolutely, you still can. You're still able to come back pretty quick, especially SPX. I've been trading SPX a lot too. You can come back pretty quick, and even though you're far out of the money. But I'm looking at more into the high probability on that. So I did sell that, and we make I think it's a little bit over 20% what I sold. So that's how I decided to what strike price. It's depending on the price on the level. Where is the next support or where's the next resistance, and that's going to be my strike price. That's all I have. I don't have anything else unless you guys have any other questions. So like this one here, if I were to buy here and then all of a sudden it pops, if it breaks above the my level here, this is the sell loss basically. So when I enter a play, I do have 2 different exit strategy: my sell loss and when do I take profit. A free web, someone actually use a free web. I do use a free web a lot actually. Free web. But not the scalping is good. Free web to show you it's just anything below free web. If it goes below free web, bearish. Anything above free web, bullish. Is very simple on that.
Yeah, that's how I used to use VWAP. I would use it pretty much. Yeah, if price actions above VWAP, I would only play calls. If price actions below it, I'm only going for puts.
I don't see anything here. Do you guys, when you guys taking profit or when you guys take profit, what do you guys use? You guys use the percentage or the price level, or is it value on the dollar? Like if it hit $100, I'm gonna sell it.
For me, it's usually the value.
Yeah.
I goal. Like You know what I mean? It's like, okay, as long as I hit that per day and don't end up in red, I'm like, okay. But it's not like super like high optimistic goal, you know? It's like 50 to 100 for now, since I have
Well,
the small account.
the 50, 100 out of what is the how much did you risk?
Oh, it depends on the contract. So sometimes my contracts are pretty high because I buy in kind of late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go off like percentage. And
Percentage
then
is good. Yeah.
I'll trim at levels.
I did preach a lot in legacy trade about percentage.
Yeah.
I can
yeah.
on Robinhood though. I don't know because on my I'm not sure. I'm using my phone, so I just see like the dollar amount go up, unless I can change it to percentage.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, got it. Yeah. So if I'm using Robinhood, then it's like anything after like 30 to 40. I'm like, all right, cool.
30, 40%. That's big. That's big.
Yeah, it's big.
That's
big.
good. I usually aim for 30, like minimum.
30% is huge.
Even 10% is huge. Like
For sure.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it just depends, I guess.
Yeah, because I scalp and normally, yeah, I'm shooting for anywhere between 15 and like 30%. That's it, yeah. That's because you got to think about it, you know. If you it just really depends on how big your position is. You know, percentage is always going to be the same. If you throw in $100 and you make 30%, you're only making $30 versus if you throw in $1,000 and you make 30%, that's $300. So percentage is still the same. It's just really depends on
the
value.
how much you're into it.
But do you guys realize with $1,000 buying power, if you start the whole entire year, starting from January, $1,000, if your goal is only 10% per week, just 10% per week, it's not, you know, that's not window shopping, right? That's super reachable.
Yes.
So 10% per week on $1,000 at the end of the year, your account is approximately about 56,000. I'm talking about weekly, not daily.
Yeah, just
weekly.
Weekly 10%, you know, and
yeah,
people easily hit, like, you know, they're hitting 10% on their account daily.
Easily.
Because the reason if you're doing looking at the dollar value, if you're buying a contract, just say with $100, and then you literally profited $30.
Yes,
that's big.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
that's big. You know, so that
well, it's like if it's a smaller contract, that if I do like Lucid or like like Revlon a few days ago or something, like that's like super small.
SPX.
Too crazy for me, or SPY. I'm just like,
she's not ready for that.
Yeah. Okay. One time for SPY, I was like, you know what? I didn't have a stop loss. I lost $2.99.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So I lesson from SPY. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with like Amazon, Apple, whatever. Meta.
Yeah, Amazon right now, I would say that shit is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
ever since the split, these contracts drop so hard. They're about $100 a piece. They're even under $100 sometimes. Back before the split, these contracts would be like $2,000, $1,800 a piece. Now I can hold like 10 of those bitches, 12 of those bitches at once if I wanted.
And actually, it's really good if you get used to just a Max's three ticker: Apple, Amazon, and Tesla, for example. You just trade those three over and over and over again. You get used to their movement, their price actions. You just getting really quick.
So if you notice, I've been trading Amazon for the past week. Just because I fell in love with the price action. Look at that day before. Yeah, look at that day right there. That day.
Yeah.
The one where it just went straight up. Yesterday, bro, I missed it because I was in fucking court. Go to the 1 minute chart. Look at those beautiful flags this freaking just sent off. Amazon is definitely one that I'm watching.
That's a flag right there.
Yeah, look at all those flags. It's just the price action is so beautiful on Amazon.
Yeah.
God dang.
There's a nice flag right there.
Yeah.
I forgot where I was getting at. I'm over here just thinking about Amazon.
So this is the ABCs right there too. Zeus, you know, this is the level, right? The 11.7 approximate, right? And it's bull flagging. It broke, right? It broke. It needs to retest and make sure it hold. It did held, and then what happened? ABC. That thing it ran.
My entry though, my entry would not be the 111. That'd be too late for me. I get in on the break. Like me, I'm a little, I would say aggressive. I get in right at the break, right there.
Right there, yeah. This is the
if you don't
aggressive.
get in there, you miss all that, you know, all that extra pop.
And if you take a look at it right here too, it's kind of inverse head and shoulder. If you go to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
This right here. Yeah.
And look at that flag right there before.
Right here.
That one, and then earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh shit! So sexy.
This is nice. Yeah.
Wow. Tomorrow should be interesting then.
Yeah. So definitely.
Dang, this is nice.
Is good.
Yeah. So.
Amazon's a really nice one now. Oh yeah, ever since the split, like I said, I've always loved Amazon. I just hated how expensive it was. But the price action is just so clean on it. And now that the contracts are very affordable, I'd say take advantage before, you know, the price goes back up and these premiums get pushed up with it.
Okay. Yeah, like Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla when it split it was cheap. Now, you know, I don't think they're cheap anymore.
Facebook. How much is Facebook right now?
Tommy. Good night, bro.
160-ish? 160? I don't remember.
Did they ticker change? No, it's still Facebook.
No, doesn't matter.
I'm watching Amazon tomorrow. I really want to see that falling wedge. I mean that rising wedge.
Oh, Meta. Okay. 158? What the heck?
They changed?
No, 158 right now. Holy moly.
Pull up Apple. Apple on the 1 hour or 30 minute. You got the same thing. You got the rising wedge.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, yeah. I'm watching Apple tomorrow and Amazon. Amazon got the same thing.
Oh, the rising wedge because I have the scanner. Also, these guys just to look instead of looking at all the stickers. It shows rising wedge and that. Yep.
Nice.
I think it could have reached us in this level too. Is 130.
That'd be a crazy dump for Friday.
It'll take days. Yeah, it'll probably take days though.
Oh, that's a daily. Okay.
Yeah, this is a daily.
I swear there was a smaller one. Well, pull up Amazon real quick. I don't know, man. It could. I could see it freaking just dumping hard as fuck.
Amazon, what do you want to look at?
Amazon, 1 hour.
Oh, look at that. I like. Oops, the fudge.
So what is that?
It's like it could be an ascending triangle potentially. I still see it as a rising wedge though. If you zoom out,
as overall, yes.
Yeah, zooming out like the 30 minute 1 hour, you'll see pretty clean. But it could also be double bottom on a higher time frame. That's the only thing. You'd have to it's lower. You have to zoom out a little more. Or like drag it more to the right.
What if it's gonna curve, Zeus?
It could. No, it could. Here, let me share my screen real quick. I'm gonna draw it out real fast.
Okay, I'm logging in. What's wrong? All right, I'm in.
You guys ever see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
That means he's afraid to take me on.
Okay, so SPY.
email notification.
Right here for SPY, I think it's doing a rising wedge. Potentially.
Is that SPY? Yeah, it's a SPY. Okay.
Yeah, so SPY is doing a rising wedge. I think Amazon's doing the same thing here.
It seems like they were all doing similar, like the same today.
Yeah, so if you actually pull up like SPY holdings right here, we'll do this one. You can see pretty much SPY's top holdings is Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Tesla. So when Amazon is doing this pattern, or Apple, pretty much SPY is doing it too. And all of these are pretty much doing similar price action.
Got it.
Yeah, so these all fall under SPY, and they all do the same thing.
Okay.
Same with QQQ. When QQQ is usually doing the same thing as well. Right here is a little different. QQQ right here. Damn, I was watching this inverse head and shoulder right here. I didn't think it was gonna break today though. It broke.
Wow.
Beautiful. Yeah, this was a beautiful one. So we could see tech running up tomorrow. Yeah, beautiful. Right there. It just broke. Oh, it broke after hours. Actually, we weren't able to catch it right here. So it did not break during market while it was open. But tomorrow, now that we broke, we could see maybe like a pullback to the breakout area, and then continuation to the upside. For QQQ, Amazon watching for a rejection up here on that upper trend line. Want to see a take downside. Possibly retest this 102 area. Apple, same thing. I want to see a potential rejection around here.
So the rejection here would be around
around 138, 130,
Okay.
138.60, around there.
We'll see how it is when market opens.
Yeah. And then Tesla's just doing its own thing.
Just crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll probably just be watching SPY and Amazon for the most part, just because I really like Amazon now. But yeah, I think probably call it a night.
I know it's so late for you guys.
Yeah, it's 12:15 here. What time is it over there?
9:15 in OC.
Holy shit! Damn.
Yeah, but then I have to wake up at 6:30, where you guys wake up at 9:30. Like, you're coherent. I'm dead.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know when my alarm rings at 6:20, I'm like, my one eye is open, one eye is closed, and just trying to function. It's so hard. So that's an advantage that you guys have, that you guys get to, like, get your coffee, chill out, get your stuff prepared. And I'm just like, fuck, I gotta wake up.
Damn, yeah. I kind of wish I could wake up earlier to trade and just get it out the way.
For sure.
Left eye night quill, right eye is day quill.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for this today. Good. We'll talk more tomorrow then.
Yeah. Tomorrow, you should probably catch us live trading.
Okay. Okay. Well, I use my phone though, so I don't think that's why it worked. It doesn't work for me.
Oh,
but
well, if you're not able to make it, then
I'll try to, and then I'll watch out for your Discords.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll try to put out any cool setups on there.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Good night, guys.
Yeah, good night. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
trades.